There'll be an extra fee for that.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
I'll think about it.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
Exactly.
Ad Astra. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
You're here, Eon-san. And you must be the traveler in Paimon. I've heard a lot about you. I'm sure we'll have a much better time now with your help.
Cold. So cold. Duarte, are you there? I'm drowning, and there's something in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to swim.
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me, too.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here? As you can see, their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions. We've never seen the effects this heightened before, but maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
The soy sauce? What's that?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
True. It poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is long gone.
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try! It didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like this forever?
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth! They survived the battle! Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
What is it, Aeon-san?
But,
Are you sure about this?
So dark.
Huh?
Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it. No. Please. Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
My friend. Duarte. Oh, yeah, I remember. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end. Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an abyss invasion. He was
Wait, what do you...
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood... No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
Time to go. Time to go.
We're back! How are you feeling?
Duarte? How did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working!
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. There's some... You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me. Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew, just like old times. I owe you for this. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know. As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. There's no way. No way. No. Wait. I failed. I... Duarte? Wait. You're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Otoko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss and then... And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me. How did I get here? You went through all that for me? While all I did was cause trouble for everyone? I'm so sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat. It's no use. It'll just come back. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop the abyss. It will devour everyone. One day, we'll all be reunited in the pit of its stomach.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than Otoko. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense. She also seems really afraid.
Ion-san, I heard you cured Otoko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra hands, I can... I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is urgent. So, I guess I'll be the bad guy. Ion-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle? Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle? When Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as flames roared and spread all around them. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling behind her for safety, and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it. And she became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation as a very capable warrior. We all thought she overcame the trauma.
How can we help?
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get better. She's the only
Family? If Quali goes to bat, I can't let that happen! But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death sentence. But I'm no warrior. I'm
Kochita.
Fight it.
Try checking the mountains to the north. I dispatched a team.
There's no turning back.
I'm coming too! I'm...
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, but I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since, but why didn't you? Can do it because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. I have to do this. Go away! Where are the rest? Where are they hiding? That's impossible. No.
She's back to normal!
Kuchita! What? That is... I've always...
Even though we're both...
Is that... I think I'll rest here for a bit.
I'll keep you company.
Otoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ian-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess he really can do the impossible. So all those rumors about the travel...
Kuchita's getting better, too!
Yeah, honestly, we only found a solution. Whoa, you're right. That sounds like something. Oh, you're amazing, Aunt.
Ian-san! Bad news! Okoland is out of control!
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec. Right. Koichi's not...
What are you doing, Okoland? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. Careful! He's not a... Oh, Kotla!
So, he thinks we're Abyss monsters? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Wretched Abyss! Get up! Mom, Dad, Archon. This is my final...
Please, son. You've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters, give me... Look, Okoland! That's your... Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Are you alright, sir?
Please, don't hurt my son. He's just trying to protect his home.
But what should we do now? He keeps calling us monsters.
Abyssal corrode 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice, it's...
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
The draft of lucidity?
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst! It's either your end or mine! Hurry! He's away!
Please, give him the draft. My son thinks he's alone in this world. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain.
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? What are you doing here? My head hurts. I just had the strangest dream.
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank...
Just Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home anytime. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land, and witnessed their desperate struggle against the... Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were, just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains They remember who I used to be. The Sentinel Knight, who fought with the Masters of the Nightwind. Still, I prefer to leave all that in the past. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way strong.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered... In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. In the end, I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids...
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. For this moment. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely alike.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep all I can tell you is this. Natlan, and that is why my work.
Well, if it's personal, then...
If you have other questions,
Wait, like anything? Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone...
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean. The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Oh, did something happen?
This is a best of luck to you all.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of some... They just seem so tired, you know? Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo! Everyone's here!
Reunited at...
I brought candy and cookies. Of course we missed you!
just in time.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip?
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. You brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look. Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Shaska showing up late for something?
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient...
Nope.
All right, then...
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough lore to pay for her... So basically you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here and wait nearby?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said makes sense, but did you see St. Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natland for quite a while already, doesn't it? You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
But Paimon's
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick. Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge, and when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Mawika, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor. Profile.
One with nature.
Well, very well. You heathens leave us no Wait, aren't you like silence? We shall have you know. Oh, come on. You talk big, but Kinich clearly has you under lock and key. If you must know, Abyssin, see this little lizard? Yikes. She was but leaping from a mighty anemic flood. Suspicious. If you're not here to kiss me. Potty mouth on that guy! I'm on his furious! Still, good to know about the Abyss threat, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Let's not get sidetracked. We should take care of Hoonie's request first.
Wow, you're back already.
I'm so... You're welcome. You're not from Natland, right? Because your clothes look different than ours. Hey, you must be tired after all that climbing. You should...
Yeah, please come.
By the sand... Uh-huh. Oh, really? Maybe he was the suspicious outlander that Ahau mentioned. Sure, if you're interested. Oh, let me think. How did the... Oh, please, mister. I've told you so many stories already.
Just one more. I heard that...
Oh, you mean...
Oh.
Uh-huh. Their turn fire is different.
Why?
As soon as you turn around, poof! You get...
Well, good golly gee. I mean, it's one thing to singe someone's clothes, but burning...
Right? How nasty is it to burn?
Yes, shocking, but...
Good guess, Uncle.
Mm-hmm. He didn't like Ho, and that's how our...
But Ochcon...
A split second later...
All it took was...
The question is...
Nobody knows the answer. But the fire... And then...
The grown-ups say it's like a final... I don't know.
Either way...
Sure has.
Yeah, and now...
Kinich.
All right, Uncle.
Tell me more about this Kinich guy. One more story. No? Careful, Toba. You look dangerously...
Uncle...
How would it get me...
Huh?
Wait... All right, kiddos. I'm a man of my word. 2 of my friends are on their way here, and, yeah, they'll help you out on my behalf. Work them like dogs, okay? That's what they're here for. don't...
Really? What?
We met at the foot of this cliff, so... beneath the peaks... Let's go...
Serious?
If you don't believe me, turn around and see for yourself.
Huh? Where? Oh, wait! Yeah, definitely a fishy character. It sounds...
Yeah.
All he got out of us was some stories that... Huh? You know Kanich? Not very well, but we have met him before, and one time we had a meal together.
Aw, man, I'm so jealous. I never even spoken to him. He's so cool. He's the Saurian hunter, and he has a really awesome ancient name.
Me neither. I don't think my dad really likes him, though. He always tells me to stay away from him. Probably because of that little creep he always hangs out with. He's nasty, and he's so full of himself. Oh, the creep who calls himself Kahul Ahau? Yeah, we've had the pleasure of meeting him too. He sure loves pushing people's buttons. Exactly. I don't know why Kanich partnered up with him. Why didn't he pick me instead?
Uh-oh! Hoonie, look how late it is. We've been out way too long. We better get home now or we'll get yelled at.
Oh, yikes. You're right. Okay, well, this path here leads to our settlement. If you decide to visit, remember to come to my house. If there's anything you need, my dad can help get it for you. Hope to see you soon.
We gotta run. Bye for now.
Hoonie, what
It's okay. Toba helped.
kind strength? Don't talk back to me.
They were good people. Hello again, Hoonie. It's Miss Paimon and Mr. Traveler. Dad, it's them. They're the
Oh, so you're the kind... I'm Trinidad. Apparently, you helped my daughter today, so if there's anything you need, just ask. As an elder of the science... Now, I trust that you're sensible people who know better than to take advantage of their host's generosity.
Yep, just helping a neighbor. We're not...
Oh? Well,
Dad, please. They're not bad people. They've eaten at the same table with Kanich before.
Kanich! Wait! I heard that two mysterious travelers from afar showed up at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Are they... you?
And Paimon's the other.
I do apologize. A lot's been going on in our tribe lately, and I suppose the pressure must be getting to me. I can't believe I was so rude to you. I feel ashamed. We got off on the wrong foot. Can we, start over?
Oh, now we're talking. seriously though, don't worry.
Oh, you just arrived, I take it.
Careful now, that's quite an about face. We've...
My dear Go inside now, Hoonie. Dad's got some...
Okay. Well, we'll hear you out, but we can't...
Well, for many Burkina, what they were Victoria. Normally, Yumkasaurs never Oh, that's right, the abyssal power. So, besides the ceremony, another important part of Turnfire Night each year is, however, abyss-related incidents. Only 5 months...
Has he woken up again?
He has. Also, he attacked and wounded my companion, Nana.
We heard.
Yes. Anyway, right now we're preparing for... Of course.
Oh!
Yes, he's the one. A hero, worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire Night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? Oh, I'll have to charge an exceptional price. I swear, no other concept exists in that boy's brain. I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the Wyab got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. I mean, have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?" Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable Ahau he...
Yeah, Paimon has to agree.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him as long as we can find someone else. And besides, you two seem like much better candidates. So, what do you think? Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Hoonie was right about you. You have kindness in your hearts. Come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. As experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time.
Achoo! Curse.
Oh, great.
Shut your filth!
Speaking as a
Ugh,
Okay, but I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it. You, sir, are a legendary hunter. Still, the only reason you caught me is that I was reluctant to run away. You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Kay?
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the Abyss? It's the extreme sports! The other day, look.
You scum-sucking head first off the...
You say I've heard...
Or...
What?
And then I'll name my...
Time to go. Kick!
The Abyss contamination is back. No surprises there. Nope, see those torches over there? Those are the Sacred Flame offshoots that we requested from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. They can...
Are you saying that the Sacred Flame and the Turnfire are the same thing?
Well, for ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. More to the point, though, the Sacred Flame is able to burn away abyssal filth, so that's why we use it in the ceremony.
Gotcha! So basically, we just need to clean up the filth with the Sacred Flame.
Well, that's one part of it, yes, but the complete ceremony is a bit more complicated than that. First, the flame bearer must collect a kindling of the sacred flame from the starting point, then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky and light each of the sacred flame pillars. Then they must go down into the canyon, all the way into the cave, where the Mountain Kings... The most skilled flame bearers can accomplish all of this without touching the ground once. As much as I hate to admit it, Kinich is capable of this.
Wow! He can do all that flying without ever falling to the ground? Well, of course,
Well, don't worry. It's not a requirement of the ceremony. You're allowed to touch the ground. The only thing you're not allowed to do is turn back. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come...
So, what
What
about today, then?
Oh, no. Don't worry. Today is just a practice. The order doesn't matter. You just need to take the sacred flame, cleanse the filth, then go light all the braziers. Are you ready? I'll repeat all the...
Alright, let's use this kindling to complete our mission. There's abyssal filth over there. Let's burn it away with the sacred flame.
The wind knows me.
Yoo-hoo!
Should be all the braziers. Let's regroup with Trinidad.
I knew I was right. If there was an ancient name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure the Wyab would consider you for the honor.
Yeah. Oh, you mean they've still got to sign off on it?
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Kinich, but that's only because they haven't still.
Just for...
See that place over there? There was a time, long before the age of Burkina and the Mountain King, when we, Scions of the Canopy, called that our home. After a period of upheaval, if we failed to keep the threat posed by the Fair
enough.
I'll need you to drop by.
Okay, see you later.
You have my gratitude.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but this one feels a little different.
Traveler?
Kinich! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
Oh, the, Turnfire Knight, you mean. You were still his first choice. It's just... Oh, jeez. It's not what it looks like.
Chill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you. His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once and for all.
Once and for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire Knight ever?
That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
To the Night Kingdom?
To his death.
Whoa, are you...
Too blunt? There is potentially...
But
and that glory...
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of... Ah, yes.
She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems so extreme.
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. That evil impasse ceremony...
Trinidad didn't...
Then it sounds like you'll know...
If he really asked us to kill the Mountain King, what should we...
I know this must... I'd like to make a deal...
What kind of...
One that comes at a very reasonable price. Good.
Ah, mighty.
It was...
Glad to hear it. There are still those who insist...
Plus, Kinich doesn't want...
Exactly. We covered the fire lighting part of the... It's quite simple. One point I'd...
Asleep.
Precisely. But I understand that with your help...
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? That's all you really need to... In the meantime, and if you wouldn't mind...
So now we have...
I'll be sticking around.
Seems like Kinich was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
Emotional support is important.
Huh, you're here.
Genichi, Elder Trinidad said that.
I can tell.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon?
Hello, Chief. What?
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday. However, every child of this is our history. To kill the mountain, Nana's death was a great tragedy. My honored guests, please give this map. Perhaps there is, but though I sense that your mind is not.
So, Genichi.
Let's walk and talk.
That works too. Genichi, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you?
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't mere. I'm working on it.
Really?
In a moment.
Oh yeah. What was it again?
I agree that he
You got him a teach? Anyway, moving.
Yes, that's the angle. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I did some research after the. So if we.
Whoa.
It's not without its. Still, we desperately need something like this. The chief is adamant.
Paimon can understand.
Yes, but on the. And he has every right. No one can seriously tell.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. How do you actually? Because at least in our.
I think I know a way. You have any better idea?
Not at the moment. After all, the.
If it doesn't end well, the Mountain Kings are.
All right.
All I need you. I'm getting her at. If you help me out.
Ooh, what kind?
Something well worth your while, I'd say. Just keep doing that way. Then, when the day of.
Still sounds pretty cool. And even if it.
At least the two of them. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter. Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
For sure.
Great. Well, good luck to us.
Scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone.
Okay.
Pony. Because he. But it wasn't on purpose.
That's true.
But how can you be so harsh to someone who's sick?
Toba.
Pony's saying nasty things about the milk.
Once upon a time, maybe. But not anymore. Toba, as of today? Oh, come on. The Travelers.
What? Really?
So that's what my dad. To be fair.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Good. We can get him to come.
Oh, we can't.
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. All he said, yeah. All right. Dad just really.
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't.
That's more like. Guess so. Toba, I'd better go bye. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler.
Okay.
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they said they're sorry, it looks like their friendship isn't as strong as it was before. Come on, let's... Huh? What's going on up...
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Ooh, there's a dance.
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's
Why do you say that?
because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The Mountain King. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals.
Well, did you know that the Flame Bearer this time?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person. What? Oh, it's you? Man, oh man. Well, it's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new Flame Bearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be my lucky.
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night? How come? You're not an outsider too, are you?
You must be joking. Watch this. Not bad, right?
Oh,
Well, the question is, the way things are going...
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah, it's a great opportunity to go see the... I managed to get in touch with the...
What's the Saurian...
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A how? A how's a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
Oh, yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh? Then, do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract usually comes with a huge hidden cost.
Really? That sounds ominous.
Who knows? But if it's true, Kinich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him. Strangely enough, I actually happen to...
Oh, does that count as...
You bet it does. But after all the Or...
If all you need to get...
Wait.
Come on!
Pyro Archon above. You two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind... Of course it is! All right, come with me. I'll show you the way. There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can see, the place is crawling with monsters.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago.
Great minds think alike.
Strike a pose!
One with nature.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
That should be the last of them. Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely looks like a mural. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a song. Whatever. That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
You've been robbed?
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Hey, Ponche! Come and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new flame bearers, and they're tough as nails.
Wait, are you the Traveler and
Huh? You already know.
I don't...
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and that you're gonna be our flame bearers this Turnfire night.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir. Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them. Seriously. If you're comfortable telling them about what happened, I guarantee you they'll sort it out in no time.
Really? All I want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Allow me to explain. Panche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately, the book was stolen by a treasure hoarder a few hours ago.
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero on the word Mal.
It was an unparalleled match.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student.
See what I mean, Panche?
I don't know. Hey! You thieving rat! Give me my...
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved butt first into a tree hollow. Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? All right, let's see what you've got. Eat dirt, suckers!
Hey, he's trying to get away! You good? Let's chase him down.
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, I can't run any longer. Please, I don't have your stuff anymore.
Oh, yeah? Well, where is it then?
I threw it away.
You threw it away?
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it. Just a tatty old book. All that time lying in wait was for nothing.
Is that really the truth?
It's the same place you found me. Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon, it's the truth.
Okay, that's it. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth. Right. Let's hope nobody gets to the book before we do. We'll never get it.
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Hoytzatlan, this holds true for this appear. Yupanqui, let me see.
Silent!
Do you truly well, it may...
What? When?
Wow.
Silent!
All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdom, but from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle. Thus Trent and you now.
We're so sorry, Mr. Panche, but we couldn't find your manuscript anywhere.
Does that mean all of my hard work was for nothing?
You gotta stay positive, Panche. You might have lost the book.
The whole reason I worked so hard, well, not exactly.
Oh, really?
I think the key to...
Panche.
You're right.
Yeah, I remember that. Maybe you're the special.
I'm not talking about...
Like what?
Like the fact that the key factor is that if you don't believe me, then it...
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual involving a tit-for-tat exchange. It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the...
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, Ponche, but you seem to be...
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kinich. I'd hoped...
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support...
Kinich, what?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire.
So Mr. Ponche here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and think...
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go.
Time to go.
Here will do. Yeah.
Sounds like you're...
You heard him. He hasn't...
Yet.
I think it's possible. Burkina didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King. Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Or maybe it was just out of loyalty to his friend. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name, it makes...
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from the story Elder the Mountain King's mind...
What?
Of course not. We should help him. It's the only... The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. And still, he's been the...
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain.
Then let's break for the day. You're here.
Whoa! So... Kinich, didn't you...
Hey! No one gets to discipline the Almighty.
Maybe because I've Yeah, I see.
Kinich! Ugh! We could drown... Oh, just wait till I possess your...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a how in there for a couple of days.
With pleasure. You don't need...
I got my hands on this. The rift towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them. You'll find out soon enough. They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
Shower me with praise!
Into the wind.
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. Cliché, I know. The heroes trust...
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you, but it looks like you've already met.
Yikes.
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance now.
Here we have it.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked who?
What does it matter? A name is a...
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy?
I'll pass.
Wait. Of course! You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity! Let Paimon guess. You've been provoking the Mountain King too!
Haven't I told you before? I spend my...
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand... That would have given me some more time, but now I've run into you. Just wait. Does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been...
What?
The Abyss...
Traveler?
Hey now, I could never... Do me a favor.
Darn! He got away again!
It's alright. He's not worth our time and energy.
If you say so.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense...
Of course! Only the...
Ugh.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly. Such a...
Vulture! Vulture!
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead.
Oh, yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making...
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. See you tomorrow.
Ah, at long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Everyone has nothing but praise for you. Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have been worrying about it, huh?
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
Off we go!
Here we are. Our honored guests, I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course, but every great fire spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief. But it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turnfire night?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler in Paimon.
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous Flamebearer.
Very well, but make it quick. Let me know when you're done and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them?
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then the ceremony is complete.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
So that's our part.
I'll be with you the whole... You can leave that side.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni. Just tell the chief when...
How are you doing? I'm counting on you. Bypassed fuel. My brothers and...
Go get the sacred flame. Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up. Impressive. Just one more to go. Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead. Great! All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave. Almost there. The cave is just up ahead. Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first. There's the altar of the Sacred Flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Woohoo! That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago. He's very...
Paimon can tell. He is huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wait.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the Sacred Flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Hmm?
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly rift?
Chief Waina, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But...
I'm sorry, Chief Waina and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the mountain?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on. You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination. Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time.
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Elder Trinidad! What are you...
No! The Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualties!
Everyone, out! Now!
Well, it seems there's only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. Take me, O Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand. Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. We can use those against him.
Cena with love.
Settle down. An oversight on my part.
Oh, brilliant! Time to shine!
Be sanctified.
This one's got your name on it!
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end! Points at launch! Shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
Whew! Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh? Paimon wonders...
Traveler, you've come at Trinidad's condition.
Guess that's the best news we could hope.
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown. He's fine. After the incident, it is somewhat akin to... We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused... I think their theory may...
Wow.
It's practically a miracle.
Wow. That's amazing!
I know what you're thinking, because you and that fire is...
Whoa!
If anyone can answer...
Ah, so can each that. Hey, Knight!
Hey yourselves.
We were gonna ask you.
Sorry.
So you thought you'd try?
The sacred
Kanich.
intended
To.
sacrifice myself, but now I'm curious.
Well, and Ponche's theory.
So I'm afraid I can't say.
Well, even.
What I would say is,
The Mountain King?
the core meaning of price, it's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end,
Alright.
health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Yeah,
Its body remains.
But
That was merely.
Oh, come on! That's why he doesn't.
well,
Yeah, that's right.
but he ended up being
That's on him.
friends? So, promise me, for you?
Yeah, everyone's.
Pony.
Toba, you.
Now hold. Okay, before you. All right, I'll just get to the.
What?
Your extreme.
Huh?
On my first. It's a dangerous.
Oh.
Of course. In the hands of the. Why does Uncle. But in the end, I made it through. And I left all of those.
The moral of the story is.
Very smart. What I'm trying to tell you, she's right behind you. Turn around and see.
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again. Huh? information on the fort is important.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling